Yo, so 11:30, 11:30, 11:30. It's probably the best chapter we've gotten since like the whole the Saturn death chapter thing. So we got a bit to talk about. Let's go. So, the chapter starts out with the Straw Hats that aren't with the Luffy, Zoro, Sanji crew, and they appear to be A-okay, especially Robin. She looks wonderful, as always. And Frankie, out of fucking nowhere, has this fire-ass, like, cowboy fit. I don't know where the fuck this came from, but I'll take it. Pretty much all of Frankie's post-time skip fits have been an absolute dumpster fire compared to his pre-time skip fits, but I don't know. I like this one. It really reminds me of pre-time skip. But anyway, we are actually in Elbaf now. At least the Luffy crew is, and they are walking out and about, running into giants and shit. And Usopp continues to get lines, which I love. He still has yet to actually, like, do anything, but he's talking for a reason. Usually Oda would just push Usopp up to the side, and we just kind of forget that he's even there. Usopp has something to say about fucking everything in this arc, so you best believe he's gonna do something eventually. I've been saying that every Elbaf chapter video so far, and even some Egghead ones, but he's gonna do something, okay? And when that time comes, I will be here rooting for him, and I will be talking so much shit. But anyway, they start walking across this big-ass bridge, and Luffy fucking jumps off to investigate the thing that gave him goosebumps. You know, like when Kizaru pulled up on Egghead, he was like, oh shit, somebody strong's here. It was a similar thing to that. But Dory and Broggy get their bounty put up by 1.7 fucking billion. They had 100 mil before, and now it's 1.8 billion. I mean, they got a fucking bounty like 200 years ago or some shit, so, you know, inflation. I think it's a pretty fair bounty considering what they fucking did on Egghead. I don't know what they did in the past, but on Egghead, they fought the fucking Gorosei, and they helped Nika escape. So they attacked the top-tier Celestial Dragons, and they're helping, like, their fucking, mortal enemy. That's pretty bad. But it makes sense why they would be, like, top-tier criminals. But again, I just gotta point out this, real quick. Robin with these fucking glasses. Unfortunately, she won't be wearing this fit for very long since she's gonna be on Elbaf soon. She's gonna have a whole new fit, but I'll appreciate it once we got it. She looks wonderful. Anyway, we get a pretty big reveal that HARJUDIN is the king of Elbaf's son. Which, like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? We have actually seen, like, a lot of HARJUDIN at a lot of different moments, if you think about it. Like, it's not a huge surprise that he's super important, because he's just kind of everywhere. We saw him as a kid training at Big Mom's fucking flashback. That was literally, like, 60 years ago. So we've seen him in several stages of his life. We saw him in Ohara collecting the burned books in the lake. That was, 27 years ago or some shit? Obviously, he was in Dressrosa, trying to get the Mira Mira no Mi. I wonder why he was trying to get that. He's been all over the place, and it doesn't shock me that he's very important. Obviously, he's pretty much Momo. Like, he's a big deal. And of course, he has a brother that isn't the nicest guy. Loki, which we didn't know, which is also pretty fucking massive. Loki killed his and HARJUDIN's dad for this legendary devil fruit, passed on from generation to generation in, like, the Elbaf royal family. What is this fruit? I don't fucking know. I guess we'll find out. Would be interesting if it was, like, the rubber fruit without the Nika transformation, since that's, like, the only devil fruit we have seen that has been referred to as legendary. So, I don't know. We get the Loki face reveal, and holy shit, he's probably the best character design we have gotten since, like, Kaido or Katakuri. He just has that fucking look about him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the tats, the smile, the hair. I don't know what the fuck. We see Loki say that he's, like, the sun god who will end the world or whatever. So that's why I brought up, like, the rubber fruit as the devil fruit that he has. Which would be a weird-ass thing to get, like, a literal giant using gum pistol or some shit, because I'm assuming he probably doesn't have, like, gears or anything like that if he did have the rubber fruit. But hey, it would be a very interesting ass fight. I'd be down for it. But break for the next 2 weeks, I believe. This is a Fire Rush chapter. I gotta say, hopefully we get more lines out of Loki, because he just has the it factor. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's just, I'm attracted to him or some shit. Yeah.